Thanks for tuning in to another Team Brief podcast. I'm John McGinty. I'd like to start by wishing you all a very happy Easter from recently. I hope you managed to have a few relaxing days with family and friends. Just a few things I wanted to just celebrate from recent activities on the council. First of all, I wanted to congratulate again Ishmael and Alan from the Improvement and Environment team. They ran a really successful partnership event in the city a few weeks ago as part of our applying for Purple Flag accreditation for the city. Purple Flag accreditation is where you try and get some sort of badge that says that your city centre is safe and welcoming for visitors to enjoy. They've been putting in a huge amount of work in terms of producing some documentation for that, and then on the 23rd of March we hosted an inspection visit where some people from other places came and had a look at how our city centre operates in an evening. And Ishmael and Alan did a tremendous job in not just showing them how the city centre looks in the evening, but getting loads of partners from the voluntary sector, from the council, from the university, from other organisations, the BID, Night Safe, people like this all came along to show their commitment for Purple Flag and show that this wasn't just an initiative of a small part of the council. So thank you to those two for organising a hugely successful event. We now have to wait till the 14th of May to find out if we've achieved accreditation, but if the effort's anything to go by, I'm sure we've got it in the bag. Also, in touching on the same subject of volunteering in the environment, 6th of April is our annual spring clean of the city. You may or may not get this podcast by the time of that, but if you have been able to get out and help us clean up the city, I'm going to join my corporate team colleagues in helping to clear up the city on the 6th of April, and I hope as many of you as possible get a chance either on that day or later to do something for that. Just connected with that subject of volunteering, the 6th of April we're also choosing to launch our new Engaging Gloucester website. This is about encouraging people across the city to volunteer, and of course that does mean that we're very keen for council staff to also volunteer. We have a volunteering policy. I've been recently volunteering running an after-school co-club in Matson Library. It's very rewarding for yourself and for the people that you're working with, and I do encourage you all to have a go. Quick update on IT. We're trying to network all of the locations across the City Council's portfolio so that some of the network problems that the outstations have had connecting with their IT hopefully will be addressed by that. And we're also piloting some mobile technology based around a piece of software that Microsoft call Intune to try and see if we can get more access to some of our applications using mobile devices. More about that in 2018. I hope you understand that we're very aware that technology is a frustration for many of you, and we are injecting a lot of cash and resource to try and address that as quickly as we can. I know it's probably not as fast as you would like, but do please believe me when I say that we are trying to improve the technology greatly, and I hope that you start to see the benefit of that during 2018. One last thing to tell you about is that next week on the 11th of April the Council's Cabinet is debating the results of the Corporate Peer Challenge that we received back in the end of 2017. It's mostly a very positive story for the City Council. We've come a long way in the last 4 or 5 years. What it does set out is that there are still some things that we can improve. So we've developed an action plan which you can read about if you go onto the website and look for that agenda item. It talks about the way in which we need to take forward Together Gloucester together with Project Ignite and a few other actions and recommendations. So I hope you have a chance to have a read of that. If you've got any views about the action plan, you think other things should be taken forward, do please let us know. But other than that, thank you for listening. Goodbye.